This is a video of our haul out, now preparing and painting the Propspeed on our sail drives. I own a 2013 38-foot Island Spirit catamaran, and we're currently on the hard at Rebak Island shipyard in the top middle of the photograph. And here's an image of Rebak Island, which is an island off the main Langkawi Island. Here's a Google image of my boat. The blue dot is my boat at the shipyard, and here's a long shot of the copper coat completed on the hulls of my catamaran. 3 years ago the boat was not used for 6 months or more, and this was the end result of that period. All the sail drives and propellers were all stuffed up and barnacles all over, and had a real hard job cleaning them up. Here's an image of the starboard propeller and sail drive after the pressure clean on the day of the haul out. You can see that it came up really good. I'd already cleaned it on a regular basis before that, but the steam cleaner made a big difference. And here's an image of the port propeller, which is, you can see on the propeller the damaged area, how well the pressure hose cleaned the drives up. I've started in on the sail drives, and you'll see I've used a sandpaper to take off the existing paintwork, and I'll clean that up and prep it for painting. I'm considering Propspeed. There's something called Prop Glide, which is just as good a reputation, but I haven't been able to find it in Malaysia. You'll see that I've removed, on a previous video, I removed the damaged prop, and that took a real effort. It took nearly a full day. These barnacles and shells were all up inside the sail drive, high up in the shaft, and I'll show you that in a moment. Right, each shaft is joined, each sail drive is joined to the motor, and there's a rubber grommet, rubber seal, and in that cavity there's all this shell and barnacle growth, and that's been cleaned out. I'm going to try to polish that aluminium sail drive up with some kind of brush on a drill, polish it up and ready for painting with some crop seal. So the polishing is, second attempt at polishing has come up really nice, and I'll clean it up with a third attempt to try to get rid of those pit marks. And I still haven't decided whether I'll do the seals. Probably will do the oil seals on the sail drive, but not the bearings. The bearings are feeling good and there's no noise. I've got new anodes for it and a new propeller for it, and I might change the setup from a cone nut to a split pin lock nut, as recommended by an Australian dealer of propellers. The Australian propellers to suit this drive were something like 800 Australian dollars each. The Chinese propellers that I bought as a emergency set of propellers were 800 for 2 propellers. So we'll see how the quality of those go. They look good. They're a bit heavy, but they look good. Propspeed comes in 3 parts. The first part is an etching primer, and then the hardener in the bottle, and then the clear coat. It's sold in different sizes. I bought the 500ml pack at 1500 ringgit so that I could cover 2 propellers originally, but I ended up using it on the sail drives. It's recommended to use a roller, but for the clear coat it recommends a brush. I mixed the primer and the hardener of the Propspeed and put it into a blue plastic cover to stop any contamination from the tray, and then I used the roller to roll it on, and it dried very quickly in 32 degree heat, so I didn't have to wait very long to go around and use up all of the Propspeed on the drives. I must have done 3 coats on each side of each drive, and it turned out really well. And then I got out the clear coat and I painted that onto the sail drives, and then what was left over I painted onto the brand new propellers. Because it was over 32 degrees, it dried out really quickly, so I didn't get it smooth finish, but I was happy with it. Notice I'm wearing a mask. So here's the finished job with the clear coat finish on top of the Propspeed itself. I really was quite happy with both sail drives and propellers. Before it dried out completely, I removed the blue tape protecting the anode, and here's an image of that. And I put on the lock nut and bolt and the stainless steel wire to hold it in place. The video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of my preparing and painting Propspeed onto our sail drives on our haul out June 2021.